Hello, guys. This is Dr. Karawichu again. Today, is going to be a bit different than the previous days that I actually released two videos about the issues on doctors killing patients. That's why some of those YouTubers and people claiming that they are nurses, whatever, healthcare professionals, but they cannot show their identity. None of them can. Only the ones that actually sided with sided against the claim that doctors are actually not killing patients, they're helping, and any healthcare professionals are involved in killing patients. So, to make a long story short, today I'm going to talk about my own story. I have my own story to share with you guys. And this story, I'm supposed to tag 4 people, but but one of them, I cannot get a hold of him, so I don't know. I spoke to my professor, which is Colin Jenner. I'm going to tag him. I already spoke to him. I spoke to Frederick this morning. Karen, I sent him a text. We usually talk, but he did not answer me yet. But I know he's a cold dude. And the last one is Bilal. Okay, guys, this is how my story started. I started school in MacGyver's College. I'm coming from Haiti. Very young, and I didn't really know what college was about. And my dad told me to go to college, and because he went to college, and he couldn't get it done. And as he always encouraged me, believe in me, so I started going to college. I saw if my eyes are tiring. That coronavirus left me with insomnia, so I barely had 4 hours of sleep today. So I'm battling with this insomnia. So guys, as I said, when I get to college, my biggest issue was English. I was scared as hell because before I left Haiti, when I was actually in Haiti, I always has a tendency that I do not like the language. So because of that, it causes a fear for me to not be able to prevail. So I started this class, English 112. I'll never forget the number, with Professor Colin Cherner. So I keep on failing almost every test or every paper that professor gave. I know myself. I know I'm not someone who will back down like that, and I know when I can do something, and I know when I cannot do something. But I didn't have a coach. I didn't know how to proceed. Okay, I didn't know how to tackle my weakness. So I had a paper. I think I had about 55 or 60 out of 100. I waited until everybody left the class. I felt so bad. And I think Dr. Chenner went to his office, and I went to speak to him. I said, Dr. Chenner, my name is Gregory Carey. He said, yeah, I know your name. I said, yeah, Dr. Chenner, I'm sorry. I cannot proceed because this class is torturing me. I cannot. And guys, sorry if I say I torturing, I was not using those words at this time because my English was not all that good. So if I use some words that you see that it's kind of different, or it's the kind of words that I'm gonna use right now, to tell you the truth, it's not the words that I was using about like 10, 13 years from now. No, because my English was not good. So it's to elucidate my point. So I tell Dr. Chenner, I know myself, I cannot do it. Dr. Chenner looked at me and he said, Gregory, listen, you can do it. He said, and you're gonna do it. I said, Dr. Chenner, the best thing is to stop with this course, go back to Kingsville where I was doing English classes, where I was taking essays, writing essays every day, and so I can have a peace of mind, because college is hard. Like I have other classes to take. I don't have only English classes to take. Dr. Chenner said, I know what to do to help you. He said, I'm gonna get some students. They're gonna work it out with you. So Dr. Chenner chose Bilal, Karen, and Frederick. He gave them one of my papers. We went to the library. Each guy sat around me, and then they were like looking at my mistakes. So I remember Bilal was the most talkative. I think he's from Eastern Europe, Russia or Ukraine, something like that. And Frederick is a quiet guy. He barely talk, but he will make some suggestion. Karen was the one that I was closer to, because we were taking math together. We're taking up to calculus too, so we had a connection. So they sat down with me, showed me where my weakness was, where my weaknesses are, and then I said, okay, so let's go. Then the next paper came. I had 83%, if I'm not mistaken. And Dr. Chenner called me. He said, you see, Gregory, I told you can do it. There was another paper. I was late in class. And then I was working. I opened the door. Dr. Chenner was passing the papers. When he's done, he sat at his desk. And then I went to, and then he called me. He said, Gregory, come here. I went. And then he said, you see what I was saying? I said, what happened, Professor Chenner? He said, look at your paper. I had 85%. He said, you are one of the students that score higher in this subject. I said, wow. He said, yeah, I told you. You only had to restructure your sentences, but your thoughts are good. Your ideas are good. I said, wow. And then since then, I had this I had this I would say I was driven. I was not scared anymore. Like I always thought that, okay, if it's hard, there's a way to to face it. There's a way to go about it. So to make a long story short, the class ended and I had 85% as my grade. And I was so happy, and I didn't remember that. Dr. Chenner said I gave him a card, for all his help to me. One of the most interesting thing about this story, after the class ended, I was next semester came, and I was going to English 200 and something. I don't remember 200 and something, but it was a higher level than 112. And I was walking down the alley, and then there's another student that was in my class. He was standing next to the door of English 112, waiting for the professor to enter so they can enter. And then she called me. She said, Gregory, where you going? I said, I'm going to English to something, the next level. He said, what? You don't even speak English? And then you pass? I look at her, I said, yeah, I don't speak English, but what I wrote makes sense. And then I keep on going. Guys, in that story, there are like 4 things that I picked. The first one is know who you are. If I didn't know who I am, you know what I would have done? I would sit there keep on trying by myself and ended up failing the class. Who knows what's gonna happen next? So you have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, who's gonna know who you are for you? Only yourself. Only you should like take a look at yourself and see, okay, I can do this, I can do that. You have to know your potential. So I know that I had a weakness in English. Until now, when I'm writing, I'm very careful with what I'm writing. Because I'm not passionate about English. I'm not like the way I like writing French, the way I would like to learn Spanish. I don't know. I never had, this I never had this love, there are people, they'll be like, since I was back home, they love, English because, they just love the language, they like it, whatever. But me, I never had this. So, like I said, guys, the first thing is, know yourself. Like, if you know yourself, you'll be able to, look at yourself in the mirror and then said, okay, I can do this, I can do that. Where should I look for help? And what should I say when I look for help? That's very important. And the second thing is, sometimes in life, we need a good Samaritan. And Professor Chenna was one of my life. And I will always say that, in a college like MacGyver's college, it's a community college where people, I will say it openly, like, they don't really care about you. College in general don't really care about you. But, like, I had some bad experiences in Medgar. I don't even have to share them. And Professor Chenna was different. I remember he told me, he said, Gregory, if we didn't have Haiti as the first black country being independent, we would not have a Marcus Garvey. So that really touched me when he said that. We had that connection, we had that bond, we had that brotherhood, like, between our countries. That make us, join, forces, like, to do whatever we want, together. And Professor Chenna, I remember he said, Gregory, I did not give you your grade as a gift. No, you earned it. Your paper is here. Anybody can take a look at it. See where you started from, where you first, see where you started to where you ended now, and you see the difference. And there was a difference. Let me tell you guys, short story. I have my MBA, and then I graduated with a 3.76 GPA. Hey, that means there's a lot of improvement from the young boy, young kid, teenager that step in college, scared about, speaking English and all these things. And then right now, graduated with a 2.76 GPA. It's not bragging, it's not being cocky, but hey, it's something. It's something. And even today, I cannot believe I did it, but it's hard work. It's hard work. It's learning. I remember there's another professor I had. Her name is Liza. When I was in Kingsborough learning English, she always said, Gary, you have to know like, whenever you reading something, you don't understand the vocabulary words, look for it, the meaning and everything, like, how, they use this in a sentence, how you should not use it, all those things in my mind. I always come across good Samaritan to help me. And guys, the third thing, circle yourself with winners. Bilal ended this course as the guy that scored higher. He had an A++++. Like, his papers are off the hook. This guy was good. Frederick, it did very good. Karen, it did very good. Like, when this guy was explaining to me something, like, it's like they gave you they embrace what they doing. They show you how they're interesting on what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Professor Cheno was forcing them to do it. They were doing it with their heart. You know what I mean? And guys, the fourth thing is, do not let no one underestimate your full potential. You see that young lady that I've met in the hallway? He underestimated my full potential. So you're gonna tell me because I do not speak English, I should not be able to pass the course? Really? So think about it. If it were for speaking English in this country, there are a lot of people that would not be able to work. Not to name, anyone. There are a lot of people that will not be able to be successful in school as well. So, the lesson is, in life, you always gonna have someone to discourage you to your goal. You're always gonna have someone who's gonna tell you, you can't be this, you can't be that. But guess what? You will always have to say, hey, the light is shining at the end of the tunnel. I went to medical school. I was not the brightest student. I fell. I said to myself, and because I believe in God, I always talk to God, before I go to bed. But I always tell people, I talk to God, He never answers me with words. I talk to God, He never answers me with images, like you see a flashlight. You see, no. God answered me through actions. When I had coronavirus, I said, God, I had corona on the 6th, which is a Monday. I said, God, by Saturday, I should be done with corona. I was not done with corona, but guess what? I could go outside and play soccer because I love to play soccer. So, guys, it's to tell you, you have to, nothing is easy. Success itself, you have to take the stairs. You cannot take the elevator. I'm sorry. No matter what it is, you have to take the stairs for success. I've been in school since 2003 to 2020, 17 years, guys. 17 years in school. Now, I'm almost done with everything. It's now I'm gonna be saying that, okay, I'm really, ready to take a break. And still I think I will still take some classes, because sometimes it's fun to take classes to challenge yourself. It's fun. So guys, that's my story. Like I said, I never wanted to exceed 20 minutes. It's close to be 10 or 20 minutes. That's my story, guys. So the take-home message is, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. It's not because Gregory is a doctor you cannot do it. And even though you cannot be a doctor, be somebody else. Be somebody else. You know what my old manager used to say? He said, if you wanna be a street sweeper, if you wanna sweep the street, be the best sweeper. So when you're not there and the street is dirty, they're gonna say, hey, Gregory was the street sweeper and the street is not there. It's dirty now. Look at that. We miss him. So do something you like. Do something you embrace. Do something that motivates you to go every day to do to do it without thinking that, oh my God, like I'm stressed. I feel depressed. I have anxiety. No. If you might do something that you feel all those issues, like you have stress, anxiety, depression, but still you're gonna keep on going. You're gonna keep on going. When I was in college, when I was in medical school, I was taking my MBA, and I have to study for my medical school exams. But hey, I had to make a choice. I had to make the sacrifices. So guys, always know your worth. Do what best for you, and the rest, God will take care of it. If you believe in God. If you don't believe in God, believe in yourself. And you believe in whatever you want. But you need to have a source of motivation. Okay, guys? Have a good night. I love you all. Remember, keep the positive energy. Bye.